7 tries, 6 heartbreaking failures, 1 tactic that was absolutely terrifying, but is now the only reason my AI startup has real traction. I'm talking about building an AI product in a really serious space, solving cold cases and finding missing people. For months, I tried every growth strategy the experts recommended. I tried to go viral. I tried to pay for clicks. I even got banned from whole communities. It was a total disaster until I found the one thing that actually put money in the bank and got my software into the hands of real investigators. I'm going to walk you through the 6 tactics that failed and why they failed, and then I'll show you the scary truth about the one thing that worked. This knowledge is gold if you're building an AI SaaS, and it will save you months of frustration. I want to be clear about why I tried so many things and why I'm sharing the failures first. I'm not new to this. Before starting CrimeOwl, my AI startup, I led growth for 2 massive crypto projects. One was a layer 1 that raised $200 million from top VCs, and the other, I was the first employee at, and it's now a top Bitcoin hedge fund in the world. I'm not telling you this to brag, only so you know I have deep knowledge of how to scale startups. But here's the thing, audiences are different. That growth knowledge means nothing when you're an outsider in a new industry. In the investigator world, I was nobody. So I had to try as many things as possible to see what worked in this unique, sensitive space. I wasted so much time on these. If you're building an AI SaaS, you need to hear this, because depending on your audience, the channel you focus on changes. Everyone thinks a single viral post on X will change your life. Sometimes it's true, but not if your audience doesn't exist on there. The first thing I tried was posting compelling, real true crime stories on Reddit. This felt great at first because my posts went viral. I got huge traffic to my website. My dopamine was spiking, thinking, I'm figuring it out. But here's the reality. Traffic doesn't equal customers. I only got free signups. I was attracting true crime fans, not paying investigators. Even worse, the communities turned on me. As soon as they found out my mission was backed by an AI tool, they started downvoting and complaining. They hated the idea of AI being involved. I got banned from 2 big subreddits. My best lead was one crime journalist from Australia who became my first paying customer. A great win, but an absolute anomaly from the platform. Lesson learned. Don't chase fans when you need professionals. After Reddit proved to be a dead end for paying users, I shifted to what the gurus call evergreen content. I was creating regular videos about unsolved cases on YouTube and writing detailed blogs. This is the long game strategy, right? I know what they say, content is king, but content is a slow king. These channels take forever to gain traction. We're talking months, maybe a year, to get meaningful traffic from search engines. If you need users and cash now to prove your model works, you can't wait 6 months for Google or YouTube to finally notice your work. They are great long-term assets, but they give you 0 immediate growth and 0 immediate sales. Since creating my own content was too slow and social posts were just getting buried, the next tactic I tried was Megaphone. This is where you pay influencers on X to amplify your posts. It's basically throwing cash at a digital loudspeaker for attention. My thought was, if I can't get the virality myself, I'll buy it. What did I get? 0 customers, minimal traffic. The people who follow these accounts aren't actively searching for AI investigation tools. They're just scrolling. It was an expensive noise that didn't convert. And here's something important to know about paying influencers. It's like herding cats. At my last startup, I managed hundreds of influencers and built massive lists of them. The majority of the influencers we paid there didn't convert either. You are fighting a ton of fraud in the form of fake followers and fake engagement. If you want to work with influencers, make sure you screen them carefully because the majority won't have any sort of meaningful business impact. Pro tip: never pay to interrupt an audience that isn't already looking for your solution. After social media proved to be mostly noise, I tried to be more targeted and traditional. Cold emails. I thought if I can't reach them on social media, I'll go directly to their inbox. I emailed hundreds of professional investigators, tailoring messages as best I could. I booked a few demos, and I even got to demo the product to an actual cold case unit, which felt huge. I felt like I was finally getting somewhere, but here's the catch: they didn't commit to paying. Investigators are busy. An email is easy to ignore. It's too passive. It establishes a tiny bit of interest, but not the deep trust required for a sale of a serious AI SaaS tool. The last thing I tried before I found my winner was going out and pitching my startup to tech writers, reporters, and VCs. This is important for awareness and maybe raising money later. And it's great for getting your name out there in the tech blogs, but it generated zero traffic and zero customers. The press and investors are not your users. They write about companies. They don't buy your product. This is a side quest, not a main mission for generating revenue. To top it off, if you're trying to raise money, the biggest question you'll get from VCs is, what's your traction? It's a total catch-22. You need users to raise money, but raising money is almost a full-time job that pulls you away from getting users. You're almost better off waiting and growing to undeniable traction first. Of course, I do have a few angel investors interested who will likely end up investing. If they do, I'll have a lot more runway to try much more expensive growth tactics like going to industry events. But as of today, since I am funding this myself, I need to be scrappy and think on my feet. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. After 6 failures, I realized I was trying to talk to the wrong people in the wrong place. And most importantly, I was trying to sell my product without earning their trust first. With a product as sensitive as AI tool for investigations, trust is the currency, not clicks. I needed to go directly to the people who held the budget and had the urgent problem I could solve. This final tactic was the scariest, and it definitely takes the longest to do, but it is by far my biggest growth channel. I started cold calling detectives, private investigators, and cold case organizations. I literally had to pick up the phone and dial. It felt like walking into a lion's den every time. But this terrifying old school method worked for 3 crucial reasons. It demands trust. PIs and police deal with sensitive cases. A phone call allows you to instantly build a connection and establish credibility in a way an email or social post never could. It shows you're a serious human, not a bot or a spammer. It forces a decision. On a call, you can't be ignored. You can hear their specific pain points and tailor your pitch right away. You get a firm yes or no much faster. It gets you the meeting. The goal of the call isn't to sell the software, it's to sell the next step, a demo or a free trial. You move them from being a name in a directory to a potential partner, and the results are undeniable. The effort is high, but the conversion rate is massive. From cold calling, I picked up 6 paying customers immediately. I got 10 PIs in active free trials. I secured an invite to speak at a major PI conference in Utah. I made connections with multiple cold case organizations. Cold calling is my biggest growth channel to date. This is the essence of what Paul Graham of Y Combinator famously said: do things that don't scale. In the startup world, everyone is obsessed with scaling right out of the gate. But when you first start, it's going to be a tough slog. You have to do the hard, manual, messy work, like cold calling, to land those first, most valuable customers. The path to growth isn't fast, it's direct. If you're building an AI SaaS, especially for a specific professional audience, stop chasing viral traffic. You don't need 1,000 free signups, you need 10 high quality conversations that build trust. Now, here is the challenge I have for you. Which of these 6 failing tactics are you wasting time on right now? Leave a comment below and tell me which one you're going to stop doing and which one you're going to try. And if this video finally gave you permission to stop sending cold emails and just pick up the phone, please subscribe to the channel. We've got more growth stories coming. Thanks for watching.